Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Let's just make sure everything's... Ah, there we go. I was gonna say, let's make sure everything's going fine here, because normally it takes forever to load up, and then it's just here. It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, what we're doing is, as it says in the title, I'm just literally getting ready to do Muffets boss area. I'm just kind of getting a load of like different assets together, so I can just throw them all in. So, fun times. So I just thought, you know, while I'm getting all this stuff together, I'll just have a good chat with everyone. Because I'm kind of just, like, looking around and trying to pick apart what I think is going to be useful. And then it's going to be a case of, like, getting all those assets ready, messing around with shaders, messing around with textures, getting a lot of, like, different things set up. So I figured I'd make this one sort of like a chat stream. I'm just picking from multiple different references here, including like MMD and stuff, like I normally do. So fun times. It's normally the first port of call for me when I do this kind of thing. It's just MMD, Gmod, Sketchfab, the model resource, anything I can do like that will help me speed up stuff. That is like always first port of call. While I'm here as well, we'll actually do the decent thing and share out the link. Okay. Just gonna make sure I get this all set up, and then away we go. Okay, so yeah, not too many visuals at the moment, primarily because of me grabbing assets in the background. But in the meantime, I'm hanging out, so should be okay. But there was there's a little bit of like, okay, so what do I do for Muffets area? And then I just kind of did what I did with Naps the Blukes, and just sort of like, you know what, I can go for a Luigi's Mansion vibe here and it'll probably work. John. So yeah, what I'm doing here is trying to find some like tables, chairs, anything else. I've got like a grandfather clock that I can put in the background as well. Yesterday I got different tables and chairs for the center. And then I'm gonna have to get like a load of different like china, you know, like the various different things that you'd see. So stuff like kettles, teacups, plates, things like that. I gotta get a lot of that stuff. I'm just... Oh, there's another one. The part of this is me just going in the background and looking at all these different files and deciding which ones I actually want, which ones are nice, and which ones fit with the theme or maybe will fit with the theme. And then just be like, okay, I'll come back and I'll look at them in a moment. Especially because I can't take anything that's like super low poly. So, let's see. I think I do have Luigi's Mansion textures already, which is good. Because I downloaded them before to try and make everything fit, kind of the same with Naps the Blukes. But in some instances, you can't get good stuff that is on theme or is like high enough res. Like I want stuff to make the area look almost like it's Halloween themed. But then of course I've got to have like a load of tables everywhere. The idea being to like fully embrace the parlor aesthetic, as it were, because basically the original artwork leaves a lot to be desired. Is the best way of putting it. Like, no offense to the team, but yeah, essentially it's just like Toby's concept art with just Muffet in the center turned into a stage. So it's pretty crazy. Will there be George? What I want to do. Oh my god, yes, I just realized one thing there. That'll be really helpful. I'm looking through all the MMD files here, and then all of a sudden it comes up with freaking Alice Madness Returns stuff. I should so just lean into that heavily right now. That would be so good. You'll just try looking at this stuff, because I have so many tabs. Gotta have a spider in a top hat. Oh yeah, that will be fun. So there's all this stuff here. What I need to do as well is like go for different things like carpets and other things that will match and make this super easy. Like there are some stages that are picked out here because they look interesting, and then I actually go and look at them and they're just like, nah, they're not as interesting as I thought they would be. Let's see. Lots of model downloads, work in progress, random packs. Let's have a look. MMD is really good for like assets and things. MMD furniture, that's gonna be good. Like, provided it's all decently low poly, it's not too bad. Let's see here. Flowery theme going on in the background. What I need is like it's gonna be a mixture between cute and creepy stuff. Is the best way of putting it. Like there's a couple of things there that look like they may fit. Thing is, some of these things I might have to reskin anyway. There we go, cookware set. That'll be good. There's like a pack for it. I'm just gonna make sure I back up all these links that I'm using here. Because what I'll do is when I grab assets, can't hear the music, says John. Must be too low down. Hang on, my bad. When I grab assets here, normally I link the actual stuff, so there we go, John, you good. Normally what I'll do is I'll link it back so I can find stuff really easy and credit the original creator later on. So I'm just kind of trying to figure this out right now. That looks pretty good. Take that. And that one. I can hear it now. I hope it's not too loud. Let's take that. And then there's another like table and chairs. The whole point being, if I can get all these assets together how I want them, just lined up one after the other so I can download them, then essentially I can just go straight into putting everything in scene. It's just a case of trying to organize it, because there's so many files to go through. Like, I know I've said that already, but when you're going through so many different like links to try and find out what you want and what you don't want and then mix them together. It's a bit crazy. There's the asset pack for the tables that I want. And then there's other ones for like basically buffet sets. Those are going to be interesting. I'm going to have to like edit those later on. Some of these I might not even use. I'm just kind of openly looking at everything I can. Oh, sweet. There were, like, different stages that I could have looked at here from this one creator. Okay. But yeah. If you're just coming in, hello. I'm just in the process of trying to arrange stuff. So yeah, that's why it's like this at the moment in terms of the setup. Because normally it's a case of like, right, just get started, let's go, let's stream, let's do the development. But instead, we are playing it cool for the moment and just grabbing all the stuff that we can. I'm just looking at like the inspiration that I'm using from like Luigi's Mansion, and then being like, okay, so this is what I want to do. Can we get anything close to it? There's Alice Madness Returns Dollhouse. I shall take that. That's probably going to be really cool. Let's see what it gives me here. The textures will be probably really fun. Oh, we got any more from Alice here, or? DL folder. All we need is Dave. Oh, there's one. That's interesting. Let's try opening that. Some of these are a bit too low poly. I'm just like, oh no. Depends on where the original user has got them from as well. Cool Guy says, I'm new here. Hello! Hi! How you doing? Just let me grab that. That one's actually pretty cool. So yeah, for anyone that's coming in and is new and doesn't know what's going on, I'll open Blender in a moment just to show you what I've been up to. I'm currently working on doing a Undertale AU 3D animated movie in Blender. I've been working on it for about a year or so now. And yeah, pretty much got most, if not all, of the underground modeled and textured and everything with community's help and a little bit of my own work. I'm just loading up Heartland here. I've already done a load of stuff to Heartland. So what we'll do is we'll just grab Blender. Okay, so here's Heartland. We'll just go back to the beginning of it and show it off a little bit. This is not in render mode. This is in preview mode, just not fully rendered mode. So we've got the bit where we run from Waterfall here. We run past the giant Welcome to Heartland sign. We run straight through here and straight out into Heartland. I've got to get rid of some of these spikes that are floating in midair. But then we got Sans' Sentry Station. We'll have Sans there. We got the bridge over here. We got the water cooler. You can see the core from over here. And down here we got the river person's bit. We go down under here. And we've got the river with the lily pads floating on it. All of this stuff works how you'd expect it, as in like the lily pads actually float with the water reflects on the the surface here. You can just about see it. But yeah, as we come up here, you can see some of the lava in the background and all these rocks hanging off the roof and everything. We got the lab here, starting to lag just a little bit. What I'll do is I'll show off a bit more of floor 1. So after you come out of here, I'm going to be making the floor a little bit more 3D by adding pebbles to it at a later point. But then we've got all these other things here. I'm going to get like a steam effect pack for the pipes. We come across the pipes. These are going to have like flames popping out of them. And then as we go to the back here, and so we've got all these little rocks and everything sticking out of the place. It makes it look a little bit more like Minecraft. And then we've got the bit where we go across all of the steam vents, of which you're going to just be like, whee, jump over here. You can see the heat from the lava rising upon the rocks, of which I need to do that with some of the other ones. Then we jump over here. These cogs actually do move on the walls and everything. I've just not got it playing the animations for it at the moment. We've got all these pipes coming out of the rocks and everything on floor 1 to make it look as though it's more mechanical. There are certain ones in actual Undertale that are doing that. I've just made them a little bit more prevalent, so it looks cool. The idea being that those will go straight to this door over here, which is the giant one, just before the cooking show. And then I'm still working on the cooking show. There's the core in the background there that goes up into the ceiling. We're right underneath Muffets area as well here. So we go over here. And then we've got the cooking show around here, of which I still need to actually make, because it needs to look like a proper like movie set kind of thing, based off Metaton. Hey Damon. Welcome. So yeah, I'll be, once I finish showing this bit off, I'll be going back to just grabbing assets to make up Muffets bit. But then floor 2 here, we got the sentry station again, we got some more stuff. I have a question. Go for it. Got all this stuff going on. There's the stuff that we placed the other day, the switches. They go up there, and then we've got what will be the area where we go through the steam puzzle over here. And then we've got the fight with the guards over here. Oh, I don't even know how to answer that one. Recently, we just did the bomb area over here, and then and then on the 3rd floor up here, when we look over the edge as well, we've got all kinds of rocks over there that we can see in the lighting. And then this is what I placed previously, which was Muffets' table that she uses for a bake sale. And once we've gone all the way over here, this is where come to the back. Love RPG games. One of my favorites is called One Shot. I was just looking at that on Steam. And then this is the area that we're actually making here, Muffets area. The idea being that we'll transition into this, and inside will just look a lot better. Hey, Happy! But yeah, once this is all done and everything, then we come out of here, and this is where the final area will be, the opera show. And then we've got the resort. The resort's pretty cool now, because we've got all the stuff here making it look cool. We've got all the lights, and then we've got some lights up here as well that actually move. I need to put more of those on here. And then there's Frisk in the back alley at the moment. I need to change this door. Should make it look like a nicer version of She Loves Lair. Kinda. The thing that I'm going for now is like a kind of crazy parlor thing going on. I'll describe it in a moment. But yeah, I need to change this door back to a normal one. But yeah, after just working on it for a bit, this is kind of what I'm going for. I might actually make this rock slightly smaller in the other version. If I just jump back to talk now. Bam, there we go. So yeah, at the moment this is so high quality. Just wait. That wasn't even with lighting. With lighting, it's so much better. What I'm trying to do at the moment, like I was saying, for those who are just chiming in, I'm just grabbing assets. Essentially, what that means is just getting a load of different 3D files and putting them together so they'll make what I want, and then just getting them all ready to go. So I'm just kind of like going through different areas of like the internet, trying to find everything, putting them all together in one place, and then from there, that's when we will start making the next area, which is Muffets. Muffets area is going to be this crazy mixture between a cafe kind of thing and a spider's lair, of which I've got like a load of different spider webs and everything. So that's going to be fun. Just gathering all the like tables and chairs and background stuff. One shot is so good it made me cry. I can't wait to play it because I've not played it yet. It's on my my to-do list after I've done this. Happy October! Happy October to you, Happy! It's funny how I'm doing Muffets Place in Halloween month. So, some of this stuff is only... Damn it. I'm looking for some stuff here that I could have used, and instead they're all like stage backgrounds. Which kind of sucks, which means now I'm going to have to go searching the internet even more for different things. Like that moment where, throughout all of this project, I've spent so much time just staring at locations on the internet and trying to make sure that I get all of these things just right. It's going on like a lot of hours, just essentially trying to get things just the right way. Like, I've just gone through about 80 different stages in like 2 seconds to try and see what they look like. Let's take that one. That one looks okay. I'm 30 on Thursday. God, I feel old. One more day till I meet Thanatos is doing. Nah, you're good. Hey, Classic. You're good, Damon. You're as old as you feel or you think. You know. I gotta go. Hope you have a good day. Thank you very much, cool guy. Thanks for sticking around. Wally! I'm doing Muffets area. It's gonna be crazy. I just need to actually get it done. I have arrived. That's gonna be good. I feel way older than 30, says Damon. Nah, you're good. You're good, Damon. Depends on your mental state as well, to be honest. If your mental state's not that good, you can feel absolutely ancient. Although that depends. My chat is lagging. No! No! There's another thing. I'm just throwing so much reference material into the Immersiontale Discord at the moment, just so I can look at it later on. Because the idea is I need a bunch of tables and chairs. I hate my new Wi-Fi for real. Oh no! Ah, that's an interesting one. Let's get that. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is like MMD stages that I can edit. And then obviously give credit to later on. Let's see about that one. That one's not too bad. So we got like the main... The idea for Muffets is to try and combine or blend this kind of like gothy looking Victorian era lunchroom in with a spider's den. So that means that like half of the wall in the background, I want to look like this kind of this kind of like nice Victorian era place, and then the other side of it, I just want it to look like a crazy spider's den that's overrun with spider webs. I downloaded like over, I think it was 100 spiderweb textures the other day, just so I could get everything looking especially extra cobwebby. Let's just see here. But yeah, the idea is that all of this stuff is like built into this rock area. And then once you go inside, it kind of lights up and welcomes you in. Hey, Average. At one point as well, I was thinking of having the interior furnishings made out of webs as well. Which is crazy, because I can do it, I just need dense enough webs for the stuff. Because I was going to make like the tables and everything else out of webs, and then I was just like, you know what, I can just stick webs to them instead. Does the tablecloth have little lace at the ends? Because if it does, you can make the lace look like webs. I can try that. I can try that. I wonder if I can actually just like search that and not get anything that's like super dodgy. You know, like if I search up like spiderweb lace, I know I'm gonna get all kinds. So it's like, oh no. So I've got to be really careful with what I'm searching here. It's gonna give me like the worst things imaginable. Like I search for Undertale. If I just search for like Undertale Muffets or something like that, you know, eventually you'll get like the most terrible stuff ever that makes your eyes need to have bleach. You know, which is not good. Like I don't want to be bleaching my eyes anytime soon. But yeah, it's hopefully it's doable. I'm just like here, there's one, because I'm using MMD files, or at least I'm looking at MMD files at the moment. One of these files is literally just called Fancy Red Room, and it sounds sus, but all it is just some like really like old Victorian tea room, as it were. I'm just looking at it because it looked kind of cool, and then I've just looked at all the textures and details, and they look incredibly 2D, so it's not going to work. Forgot about that side of the internet. Yeah, I like to try and forget it, but it keeps rearing its ugly head. It was also a cool thing that I noticed the other day, which was there was a bit of reference that I got from Animal Crossing, where I searched up like tea rooms Animal Crossing, and it's pretty much exactly what I want in terms of setup. I just wish I could get the Animal Crossing textures in high res, but it won't let me, so that sucks as well. Let's see. God, those files can be a pain to work with. No, it's like, again, the first port of call for me always is like DeviantArt, and that's only because I can just search up assets and grab them if I need them. But then, on top of that, it's like Sketchfab, the model resource. There are a couple of other things that I use for assets, but not all of them are good. Like, for instance, I can get, or I can pay for, assets from, like, Sketchfab, but if the polygon count is too high, it's just no point. You know? If the polygon count ends up being a ridiculous kind of thing, then there's really no point using that stuff. Here's an interesting one. Oh, there's another one. The thing as well is sometimes you'll look and you'll find something that you just want that's absolutely perfect, And then next thing you know, it's like, so anyway, there's no download for this. DeviantArt, oh my god. I remember seeing a really cute themed tease spider themed tease. I've got the spider already. I remember animating him. Did I show you? Oh no, we showed you. Jeff did with Wally. Did you hear Space Marine 2? I've got Space Marine 2. I've played it. I played it on stream. I've played it on stream a bunch. I have like a load of videos ready to upload of it, but they kind of broke Space Marine 2 for me with some like crazy things that they did in terms of what was it? The newest stuff just like bugs out for me. I don't keep up with your streams. That's fine. But yeah, sometimes I'll use DeviantArt and just like try and stay away from the incredibly toxic side that I need to then bleach my eyes from. That's the only problem. You'll be chilling out and DeviantArt will be kind of okay depending. And then all of a sudden it'll be like, so anyway, I need eye bleach now. Like, no. Okay, so there's that moment where I'm looking at stuff and it's like, so anyway, here's some cool things that you might want, but they're only 2D backgrounds. I'm like, I don't want 2D backgrounds. I want tables and other things so I can make a cool spider. Can I get that? There's like some really cool like dresser or something that I can have. Like, please give me that. In before I need the eye bleach. I mean, team set. Oh, nice. My autocorrect should go cliff diving with no water. Yeah, the assets that I'm after, because I'm looking at this references. I need like a chandelier, which I think I've just got. I've got a grandfather clock. Now I'm gonna need a few different tables, so I've got a few and some different chairs. And then I think after that it's just a couple of dresses so I can put stuff on. So I'm kind of almost there, and then we'll start trying to get all these things together properly and combine them into one area. Also, for those who wanted to see a sneak of Hotland, you only have to go like 10-15 minutes back at most, and you'll see a sneak of floor 1, 2, and 3. Just trying to find stuff. The real problem here is trying to find good quality stuff that will mix together nicely. You want the spider layer to look up the spider scene from Myst. Oh yeah, that one's great. Oh, have I got a... Somebody's left me a message? What the... Somebody on DeviantArt has sent me a thing saying, hey, I have a request. Can you make an animation of Undyne playing the tuba? And before I just go and like mocap that or something. That's an oddly specific request. Oh no, not the Jack Black references. That would be funny, just Undyne playing the tuba. Oh, that's a cool stage. That's like specifically very gothic-y looking. And then we've got a fancy dining hall. That might work as well. The idea is it's going to be like one really big area for a giant food fight. And the idea is it's supposed to be kind of intimidating, but also the entire thing gets flipped on its head when there's just a bunch of tiny spiders throwing croissants and stuff at people. That's literally just this entire area in a nutshell. It's like, oh god, it looks intimidating. Next minute, just food fight with a load of tiny spiders. With a larger one in the back doing anime haughty-taughty girl laughs. You know, the one that Queen does from Deltarune, though. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Basically that. Hey, Joel. What do you have planned for today? It's straightforward because of the lack of details. It's a tunnel filled with cobwebs. I'm trying to mess around with it a little bit. Give me an Undyne model. I'm making it now. One Piece style apps. It's, there is an actual name for it. It's like the actual specifics from like anime is it's supposed to be like a, what was it, upper class woman sort of like laugh or something? Hey memes. But yeah, we're pretty much ready to go with combining this stuff. For anyone who's just coming in, I'm gonna go a little bit in on the parlor style thing from Muffet. The idea is trying to mix it, you know, like your average parlor from, say, like Luigi's Mansion with the spiders den. Because even though I could just throw spider webs everywhere, I think it would be at least pretty interesting to try and make the place look a little bit kind of a little bit nice, and then just cover it with cobwebs. It'll be a mixture of like Napster Bluke's place and then you know, like sort of just a cave that's full of like webs. Just trying to get the last of these assets here. Okay, can I just... We'll probably be looking at all these assets, because I'll show you again. I'll open up Napster Bluke's place as well. And I'll show you what I mean, right? Because I can use that as an example. Oh, and also the Dog Shrine, because the Dog Shrine plays a pretty big part in this as well. Let's do Napster Bluke's. For some strange reason, OBS literally just went crazy. My mum made me look at a whole bunch of giant mushrooms she found on our lawn. Would you like to see them, Moody? Yes? Question mark? Thought that was me since David. No, for some strange reason, OBS is just like, so anyway, yeah, no. And just completely died. It was like, okay. And you didn't John. There's like some sort of Sherlock Holmes game for the PC that has a load of like decent assets in it, but it's just some guys done like a load of screenshots of it and just uploaded them, and it's not what I want. I was after MMD stuff, can't get it. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop and come off DA now. There we go. I'm off. Thank you very much. This is Classic. Have a super day. Thank you very much, Classic. I have this looming fear I'm gonna buy a Warhammer figure. Okay, so here we go, right? If I just... If I grab Napster Bluke's... Let's just... Bam, right? How about point-and-click games? Right, I mean, maybe? So this is what we're doing, right? The idea is to have the room be half of this. So, like, for instance, we take this side, is what I'm thinking, and... we have like the floorboards, the wall and the ceiling kind of blend into the darkness. And then this side is going to be like a load of like stalagmites, stalactites and webs. And then what I'm going to do is have like where we've got these webs just a little bit here. What I'm going to do is have like a ton of webs just all over all the furniture and everything. Just to... kind of sell the idea that it's completely getting covered in stuff. Check your Discord for the mushrooms. Will do. Oh. Those are very big mushrooms. I hope those are okay. Is it like... If you plan on eating them, I hope you're okay. But they are really big mushrooms. Oh, hey, memes. Oh no, is that...
Fear not, human. I, the great...
Yeah. Distractions, distractions, as usual. Wait, Moody, get Merc to watch your series by giving Muffet jiggle physics. No, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that. Even though I've literally got the ability to do that, I'm not going to. What did I put on the computer here? Wasn't it actual Napster? Yes, it was. That was the homepage for Napster. And then there's the Luigi's Mansion reference because of the textures. Right, so, yeah, the idea is to mix that in an area that's kind of... I don't think those are edible, but they're really cool looking. Indeed. I had a section where Undyne plays the tuba. So what we've got here is like the cave here for the dog shrine. And the idea is that half of the parlor will take up like a side here, or just look a little bit like it's taking up the side of the cave, and then the rest will be kind of like this, but obviously bigger stalactites and stalagmites with webs everywhere. And also the finish watching the MP4. I will in a bit. And then the idea is that then we can put the tables and chairs around the place, and it'll just look nice. Because Muffets area is open to a lot of interpretation. Just trust me. Alright, alright. Muffets area is open to a lot of interpretation based on just the fact of it's literally just the concept art. Just turned into a stage. Let's go ahead and watch this. I hope I don't regret this. You'll probably hear it in the background.
Fear not, human. I, the great Papyrus, am now forklift certified.
Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen that one where everything falls over. Enforcing a rune keygen install thing. Lord, forgive my sins. Oh, yeah. You may end up having stuff installed on your computer that you don't want from that. Right, so I'm just going to check my textures first from Mario Kart 8 of all things, because I got them specifically for, like, certain wood textures and everything else, but it looks like I might not be able to use them. There's wall decorations, that's fine. By the way, if anyone has any issues with me trying to do the parlor thing, please tell me, like, right now before I start trying to do this thing and wasting my time. Because I figure I can kind of make it work if it's more like a room that looks like it's been broken in half. It's either that, or I just put, like, the stuff in that would be in a parlor. And then I just don't do the background. You know. Because I just wanted to make it interesting. So, what I might actually do is be really cheeky and use the Dog Shrine's model. Let's see if I can... What's the Dog Shrine? Dog Shrine. Dog Shrine base. Let's see. Crazy. Oh, that reminds me, I can show you guys the Minecraft gang's work here as well. Can I just, like, take out that? Delete. Delete. What's that one? Okay, that's that. Just reuse the Dog Shrine. Moody, I'd gas that. Don't have the model. He's completely lost to time. Well, let's do file save as Dog Shrine Geo. An orange room with Moody. Hotline made me crazy. I was crazy once. Oh, there we go. Where was it? Have I still got the, is it Dog Shrine? Oh, dog. Have I still got the Minecraft cameo textures? Have I still got them? Because this is what I did for one of the updates. Steve! No, it's the I think it's the lead dev from the Minecraft crew. Hang on. I just need to go in downloads and click missing files. It's Jack Black! Do I not have that file? Can I go and find the file again if I have to? Where is it? Doge. Where you at, Doge? That moment where I only just talked to them recently? Okay, so if I go back to... There's all the memes as well. Have I got that meme saved? Because I have like an entire meme file that I need to put out as well for this like next update. And that should be it. It's like Asgore shooting lasers out of his eyes at me. Where is it? Yeah, I do have that one. Okay, so let's see. That's the old one. There's memes. I sure hope nobody sends me memes right now. Where is all this talking? What the heck is it? Dude, I swear I had the texture file, and it's just not there. That sucks. That really sucks. So yeah, no, I'm gonna have to ask for this again. I had the texture file from Minecraft, because that's where it came in the update. Because I had it for the waterfall update, because it came in and had it doing this. So it was just like... This was part of the update. Oh, why is it 30 frames per second? Because I remember taking screenshots of it, including the little custom heart that I made there. It looked really cool because it's next to Thames Place, but yeah, we're just gonna do this, and then I'm gonna have a laugh here and try and reuse this. We're going all meta now, like. Completely reusing assets from a previous section. And wait a minute, if I just delete faces, there we go. You should be the one animating the Minecraft movie. Nah, there are better people for that. Right, so what I need to do here is like separate that for the moment. What do you think about piracy? Honestly, not done it in ages. I literally have no opinion on piracy as of this point, because every time that I have messed around with something like that, it's gone terribly wrong, so I just try not now, if you know what I mean. Well, let's just get rid of that. And then we just go duplicate objects, mirror on x-axis. Spam Chromite says, what's up? I was talking about real piracy. It's all good. Real piracy's crazy though. Where people steal stuff on ships. Meanwhile, other people be using Pirate Bay for stuff. What's up, Jen? Has anyone found One Piece? Hey, old man. Hey, Mims. What's up? Gonna do that and then just take like all of these. Oh, come on, I thought I could edge loop them and then just away we go, but clearly not. No? I did not hear about that. Why is everything messing up for me on this end now? Really weird. That's not what I wanted. It's not working, so there's only one way to do this. If I just click ally. Nope. Let's just bridge. And then what I'll do is just like re-edit this. I think it's actually kind of funny that I'm reusing the dog shrine here and just editing it a little bit because it saves me a lot of time just doing stuff. And what the? Oh, I see. That moment where you slightly mess up. Somehow I managed to get a quote from Plankton Trending on Twitter. I'm hoping that this idea all works out really well, otherwise it's just gonna end up as like a bit on the cutting room floor where I'm just like, so anyway, I wanted to do this crazy thing that Toby tried and referenced a little bit, and then just it all fell apart. You know, because like Muffets area is so open, like everybody just does it the same thing as like a crazy dark area, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I just want to try something a little bit different. Just try grabbing all of these, and then we'll just randomly mess around with them. Oh, maybe not that much. Just do random seed here. Looks like the spider anime. Yeah, the spider anime reincarnated as a spider. I looked at that for that kind of thing. So there's kind of what's going on with the level at the moment. The only problem here really is that it needs to feel bigger. Right? So if I can just grab these and just drag them up a little bit. Then do this. It needs to feel wider and bigger vertically. I also need Frisk in here for reference. That looks a little bit better there. We'll just do save as Muffets boss encounter. That anime was a pain. The CGI just kept getting worse and worse. It's okay. Like, it's not the most amazing, but I do like the whole idea of the anime. Pink Steve. Yeah, what we can do here is just do like new characters. Try and get Muffet in here as well. I need to figure out if I've actually got one for Muffet. Let's get Frisk in here. Frisk! Where you at? There we go. Fixed collection. Frisk. Oh my god, that is nuts. That shouldn't be that big. I'm the man who speaks his ends. Oh, hey, Gaster. Okay, so that's the way that this actually works, that might have to be the case. Primarily because I need to figure out how big the door is on Frisk here. Because the entire room's got to be massive. Let's do Hotland and figure out just how big it's going to have to be. So Hotland EX1, and then we got to move Frisk over. The entire area explodes. Hey, Voidly. How you doing? I need to find out how big Frisk is compared to this door, and then I need to import the door. Oh god, that is crazy how big that is if I've just seen that then correctly. Yeah, I'm fine. I need to jump on VR at some point. I just need to get more work done. Once I get Muffets done, and then I'm onto the opera bit, which I'm going to heavily reference FF16 for, and that's when it's going to be good. What I can do is I can eyeball the door here. I see you use noise modifier to give... Yes! Sometimes I've done it by hand, and then other times I've just used, like, noise modifier. Okay, so there's the doors, and then if we want, we can just... Dude, bam. It's even got the flower-looking light on it, which looks pretty cool. I'll just do that for a sneak peek at the lighting that I've got there at the moment. But, the way that this looks... I'm going to have to put the doors on there, and Frisk comes up to just about the... Okay, right. If I go 4.1, open up another one. And then open up Muffets boss encounter. And then do new scenery. Then what I can do is do file, append, and get the Hotland door here. Just do giant door. And then we can rotate that, figure out the size from that. And then away we go with everything else, because I need Muffets model in here, because Muffets... Will you put the area of Muffet inside a cave? I thought it was like a building with flat surfaces. Muffets is kind of weird. Like, I'll grab the sprite work for it now. Hang on. Muffet boss Undertale. The thing is, there's not much difference in it with the concept art that Toby did. Concept art Hotland. Compared to, like, the actual fight, there is literally hardly anything between the two of them. What is it? Muffet. Oh, let's do Hotland. The only difference is I think the concept art doesn't have the... Oh, it does have the spiderwebs on the floor, but just not as much. Okay, let's grab the file here from DeviantArt of all places. Okay, so there we go, there's the full thing. Grab that, and then we just grab the concept art as well. Do the exact same thing, just put them both side by side. Give me a sec. Right, so if I just bring the door in here and just like set the door up, and then we can go from there, and I can scale everything, and we can figure everything out, and then I'll go over the idea and stuff. And I can also change the idea if I need to, because again, the entire area is kind of weird in terms of interpretation. Okay, so we're roughly about there for scale. Okay. So now what I'll do is... That is massive. How many doors is that in length? Actually, how many frisks is that in length? I'm going to measure by frisks now. This is a scientific way of measuring by frisk. I'll show you what I mean. And then we'll go ahead and talk about the area, and maybe I can just like redesign it heavily because I don't mind doing that. We're gonna Mario pixel measurements be like, yeah, we're literally gonna measure exactly how many frisks it takes to get through the current version. Right, so here we go, that's a frisk. That's a unit measurement for frisk, right? And then we're just gonna go array, and we're just gonna array this out the other side. An array is a list of items, so for instance we can just go, this is probably gonna take like 100 frisks. Oh, no, more. New measurement type. Yeah, last time we measured in tutorials, I think it was. So this is like 250 frisks or something stupid. 220. Okay, if you're being nice, maybe 210. Yeah, 210 frisks. Unless we start from the door, in which case it's probably gonna be like 200 or 205. 200? 205. Yeah, 205 frisks, roughly in terms of measurement. And then we'll go to the other area. Just wait for Blender to catch up here. So no way is that 205 frisks at the moment. I'm gonna need to like re-edit that. But the important part here is what everybody thinks of what's going on here. Because like my idea is to mix what we've got at the moment with, and this is going to be funny because I literally took these before, is to mix what we've got, the cave area, with this kind of looking thing, and that, yes, it is literally Luigi's Mansion. But I was like, okay, I can get the parlor looking thing going here. Maybe not the back wall, but I can get all the other stuff in place and make it look kind of neat and put webs all over the place. That kind of gives it a unique look. But, get this right. So, here we go. So, in terms of Undertale, this was the concept art for Muffets area, right? This is the concept art that Toby drew. Yeah? And this is what we have in-game. Which goes straight into the opera area as well, which is a reference to FF6. So I'm not entirely sure what to do here. I just put it in a giant rock, because then it gave me like an overhanging area that I could put spiderwebs on and everything. I'm still not sure about the bridge area either. It might not even be a bridge. It might just be a really webby area. I don't know. So if anyone has any sort of ideas or other ideas, I'm all ears. You know, maybe have a crawl. No, what I mean is like how it looks. A dark spooky cave. So it can be a dark spooky cave. Yeah, because like, unlike certain other areas, this leaves everything open to interpretation, and then you go straight into what looks like the ruins, but it ends up being the Final Fantasy VI reference. So it goes from here straight into a stage. So I don't know whether to make the inside here look a little bit like the ruins, which is kind of weird, but some people have done that for artwork. I've seen somebody did like an MC Escher style thing going on with the ruins. And I then question, well, why do we have the ruins here? You know, even though it's clearly the same palette sort of colour. It's either that or literally just, it's dark. It's dark, and maybe I don't go for all in on this kind of thing, because mixing this with that is kind of crazy. There are some strings that look like they could either be fading in or out. Yeah, it looks like in the background, everything just fades off into the distance, meaning there's a lot of like darkness and shadow in there. Maybe it's a spooky cave with webs everywhere, and then the entrance is covered in webs, and when you go inside, it's super bright. I mean, I still want it to be kind of dark, and I'm thinking the movie crawls is there, but it's like the way that I'm thinking of it as we go in, and it's still pretty dark with all these webs everywhere. But the thing that was missing from the original was this here. Where is it? Let's get that. This was when you look at the concept art. If I go and click the concept art now, we get a description of it as well. What was it? Cutting room floor, hotland. So the concept art described is... Excuse me sneezing again. Sorry about that. The concept art says... crude concept art of Muffets' room by Toby. Of course, she was supposed to have her own little parlor with a tea table and chairs. While sprites of these still exist in the final game, they were ultimately unused. And yeah, you can find those sprites, so I kind of want to put those elements back in. But the whole idea for this area is to kind of try and make it a little bit more fun, is the best way to put it, because I know a lot of people don't like spiders, and I've already seen that in chat. A lot of people were saying like, oh, we hate spiders, and what I was considering doing was making the spiders as cute as possible, so that, yeah, they're still threatening, but, you know, people aren't just going absolutely crazy and having arachnophobia. So the idea is we still have all the spiders and everything, but we lean more into the parlor aspect of it. So we've got more tables and chairs all over the place, like here and here and stuff. So it looks more like a little bit of a cafe. And the idea is we still have the webs everywhere, but what's going to happen, or at least my idea for the fight, was because it's hard making the sort of like Frogger style power-up that Muffet has. Literally, the idea was to have it so that all the spiders come down with Muffet and look, oh, okay, all nice at the beginning. And then the idea is that they're all going to just grab a load of the food that's on the tables and everything and just start throwing them at Frisk. So it turns into one crazy food fight. So the idea is that then Frisk has to like dive over a table and get behind it, and all you can see is like all these bits of pastry just like flying over the top. And Frisk's just sat there like, what do I do? What do I do? You know. That's how the inhabitants of the underground see Frisk speedrunners, just after images. Maybe play into the spider fear, like it's super oh yeah, it's totally gonna have it be dark and being crazy. I looked at how Muffet appears when a battle is about to start. She has like that hammock thing around, doesn't she? That's like over here, and then she appears for that. Maybe she laughs after that. She does laugh as she comes down, leaving after images behind it. Go on, Voidly. What's your idea? I gotta go. I'm taking a nap, says Memes. Have a good nap, Memes. I remember a little of TS Underswap Muffet's room. Good luck working on this. Thank you very much. It's like the hardest part of Heartland to do now. Let's try TS Underswap. TS Underswap Muffet. Let's see. Yeah, she has like a similar thing going on here. Yeah, it's basically like a giant tea room, high class tea room kind of thing. And then there's stuff that I don't want to see. That's weird, like AI generated Muffet artwork. Don't want to see that. I'll check chat again now. not checked out much of TS Underswap as well, so that's interesting. Like, I know of it. I need to play it. People have told me I need to play it. I just need to get around to it. Let's see. Toby's art will also be sold at the same price as Picasso's in future. Instead of Muffet randomly appearing from the shadows, have a slowly descend in your usual outside set in those fancy restaurants. Muffet is low down on cobwebs. Areas that fill off really hard. Instead of Muffet just randomly appearing... Yeah, she's gonna slowly descend. I figure we have her coming down. Like on the hammock style thing. It's like a hammock in either side. I literally have just drawn Kara's evil face from the genocide run. But we have her come down on like this swing. And she's in the center. Having like a high-class lady. Because if we lean into the high-class lady thing for a character, then it fits having the tea party sort of area. Because that's pretty much what would suit. If I do, what was it? Let's try high-class lady anime. There's a trope for it. There's an actual trope for it. Trope. This lady anime tea trope. Is it that? It's not Cosplay Cafe, that's for sure. Because that's come up in tropes when I search it. It's... Ojo? Let's have a look. Ojo-sama, yeah, young lady, high-class female character. There we go, so if I just, like... look at that kind of stuff... Films and animation, no. Fanworks, nope. Video games. I wonder whether it's actually going to mention... I love the way I'm looking at TV tropes of all things. I would not normally look at TV tropes. Sweetheart from Omori is a self-absorbed princess, complete with a noblewoman's laugh. Just, if it came up and said Undertale in here now, I'd be like, right, look, there we go. I'm doing that. Just give me a sec. Rule of Rose as example. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder, can I just like search up... let's try TV tropes, Muffet. Undertale, other characters. Let's see, where's Muffet? Burger Pants. No. There we go, there's Muffet. Spider Girl, Bake Sale, blah blah blah. Bad Boss. What? I don't... That was weird. That I just read a line on TV tropes and it was like, Muffets are racist? I don't even... What is going on with that? I don't know where to go for that. I'm gonna go with the Ojo thing. Let's see. TV tropes is trash. Indeed, it is. Maybe Muffet. In the shadows, it's the industry on how Muffet makes her pastries. Yes. Didn't think you would read my comments, as Joel. Confusion in your voice was palpable. I mean, how many times are we gonna hear Muffet is a racist? You know, like I've always said, I try and look at all this stuff without being heavily political or critical of anything like that. I'm just open mind, you know, just I enjoy the game for what it is, and then I just have somebody turning around and be like, some Muffets are racist. It's like, whoa, what? No, it's as I blow my nose here, it's incredibly weird. it's not something you expect to read. The cutesy gothic spider girl in that RPG game that you really enjoy, yeah, she's racist. It's like, wait, what? Oh, that's what you mean by cruel. Nice. That's how many pastries are being thrown at Frisk. Oh. You will enjoy nothing and like it. It's strange. But yeah, I figure I would still want you to play FNAF Cataclysm. It's fire. Oh, sorry. FNF Cataclysm, it's fire. Let's save this at the moment. I reckon we do go with the whole thing in the background of having the, like, bakery style setup. I now need to measure Frisk and see just how ridiculous this is. Like, if I go cube here, and I do 200, it was 205, wasn't it, from the door? If I do 205 Frisks, where's that gonna lead me? This is why I only show certain parts of development, because other bits like this are just boring, when it's just like trying to figure stuff out, trying to get assets together, trying to get it all working, and then next minute it's like, so anyway, we've come up with a new unit of measurement. Instead of tutorials, now we're measuring in Frisks. Array. But will they blend? Ugh. I have a better trope. Oh no. No, I'm not adding that one. 205 Frisks. Let's see. From the door as well. 88 Frisks long and 63 wide. It's all just part of the creative process. Indeed it is. It's like, I like showing little bits here and there, because at least it kind of makes you understand what I'm kind of going through, and oh my god. It gives people the thought process. That's what I like, because, like, it's interesting looking at all my madness and be like, dude, how did he come up with this stuff? And then next minute it's like, oh. Please don't blend spiders. Let's see about this. If I scale this up slightly. Gothic Cafe. Yeah, I'm thinking if we go for like the Gothic Cafe kind of thing and blend it in with the cave, then we should be good, but there's no way this is like 205 Frisks. I wonder actually how long the cafe area is, because I think it needs to be bigger. Like that needs to be like that at least. Because the idea is we can also measure this, or at least get an idea of it, based off how it looks in first person. So for instance, this is one thing that I always like doing, is messing around here and going in first person. And then, where is it? Which button was it? There we go. So we're in first person now, right? And the idea is we can do stuff like we can see Frisk there through the measurement units. We can also see the door over here, but the idea is that we can see how big this will be in first person, especially if I'm hopping over here. Ah, I'm hopping around the room at light speed. We can see how big this will be based off, you know, where I'm going to be putting the cameras. Can you read my comments? I can read it. Hang on. If you don't know what the music would sound like, search it. Play it. You'll probably like it. I mean, I can try doing that later on. Hey, cool guy. So, I think the doorway needs to be bigger. The entire thing just needs to be bigger a little bit. Because if I'm putting, like, the camera around here, it needs to be just slightly bigger. We go like that. Because I need to give enough room for Muffet's big pet that she's got. Let's try. Oh, that is close actually. If I do that. Can't let his ADD rest for a second. My distractions, man. I get distracted so much sometimes. I don't like being distracted either, especially when I'm like so close. Because essentially, when you think about it, my deadline for getting, or my new deadline for getting all of this stuff ready before like the end of the year is coming up, and I'm just like, oh no. There we go, that might be okay there. And then I've got to put that there, roughly. She hates humans in general and only likes her spiders. But she can reach a common ground. Indeed. It's October, that's crazy. Indeed. October... November, December, right? September, October, November, December. Yeah, so I have 2 months. I have 2 months to basically have everything done and then get more of the animating done. Which is crazy. Oh, and my baby's coughing a little bit. Jen, we alright? Alright. If you can hear Rachel in the background, she's clearing her throat. Mainly because she just has a terrible cold at the moment, so... Let's try and... It's spooky month, indeed it is. Let's try and use noise a little bit more on the modifier here and see what happens. No, it's not that. Randomize vertices. And then what we can do is we can just warp this a little bit. And I can edit it if I need to. I can also displace, thinking about it. If I just hit that and then just go displace. And then what we can do is we can go and create a file here. That texture is going to be a clouds one, I think, or even a noise. Noise might be better. No, clouds. And then what we'll do is we'll apply a displace here, which we've already done there, and then we can change the strength in the mid-level. Oh, let's try displace. Make sure that one's, there we go, clouds, and then we can go ahead and, if you want, we can change how big that is, and the depth of it, and then we should be okay for just applying that to here. Oh, by the way, Moody, I'm on break from school. If you... Oh, nice. That would be good. I'll actually try and get on this week then for that. I'm just trying to... Wait a minute, I'm in edit mode, that's why it's not applying. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I've been like all over the place. I've been obviously doing this. I don't mean to make everybody kind of like wait. Let's try and see about this. It's like maybe about there, and then we can play around with the strength if we want. If I decimate that, how's this gonna look? It's fine, it's fine. Oh, thank you very much. It's like, because I'm trying to decimate it to make it look a little bit more like a cave, but the problem is if I unsub that, it's just going to go back to looking the same way. Like, I'm going to have tries this way, that's the only problem, but the question is it worth it compared to just having it like that? I still need to edit the floor there. I need that, and then go apply, right? Oh, crap. Apply there, apply that. Right, and then go sub again, just for a moment, just to see what it's like. And I can actually just, like, mess around with this just a little bit more, and then we can take it back a little bit. Displace. Texture. What I need to do is have it be bigger. Oh, think. Just... Remember the Blender game engine? Yes, I do. It was from like ages ago. Let's try and... There we go. Kind of getting somewhere. Depth. Let's try more depth here, and then we'll just try... You use that stuff? No, but I've seen people use it. And I know some people that tried using it. Okay, so there we go. We got something going on there. Oh. Apply, and then decimate. I'll be. Hopefully you're still on, says Wally. Thank you very much, Wally. And then we can try and lower the polygon count on this. This is like a really, really dirty way of doing this. If you wanted to do this properly, you would not do this, but I'm kind of just like hoping that with a little bit of mess here, we can kind of get it okay. If I go to... I'm gonna have to smooth out the flooring, obviously. The actual cave walls don't look too bad, especially because I can smooth them. So we can do like apply here. And then what we can do here is hide all of that. Take all of that, and then just go SZ, right? And then just unhide. And then I can do some sort of like similar looking rock things for here. We can just delete that. If I go File, Object Mode, Edit, I just take all of that, and we're just going to get rid of all of these sharps and all of these seams. Oh crap. And the reason why is then I can shade smooth, and hopefully that won't be too bad. If not, I can just always roll it back to another version. We can do smooth by angle. We can try 45, 50. 50 doesn't seem too bad. Let's try 60. Seeing what gets affected each time. If I go like add file scene, new lighting. Oh, right, and then I just throw light in there. What's that going to look like? Point light. It's like the most disgusting way to make a cave ever. Should not do this. Okay, there. That's just terrifying when you know what I'm working on. You know. Damon. Right, so if I do like 1,000 here, now we're starting to get the fall off. Custom radius, right? And then we go 200 for the shadows. That's not actually too bad. When we start doing this. Just as a like setup, just to get an idea of it. The idea is obviously it's going to be a lot darker, but just being able to see geometry like that isn't too bad. Right, so what I'll do is I'll just do like file, save incremental. That's spooky looking. The base light at the moment isn't too bad. Like it's reaching around the area, but we can mess around with it. The idea being we might make it like a purple. And then we drop it a little bit as well. But also what I might do, just so we can see everything, or just a little bit more, is just raise a little bit of the background color, ever so slightly. And then what we can do is, we can just, like, move that to the end, right? So we can see roughly the end. Thanks, guy. And then we'll do the same with another one. We'll bring that down, say, like, here. And we'll have that roughly, say, like, here, just for the moment, just so I can see what's going on with it. And we'll have one more in the center. Right. Now this looks crazy, but at least we can see everything. And then if I want, I can start really editing things and playing around. Like, for instance, there's no material on this, and you can see the reflections. Why does the door have an AirPod glyph on it? Ask Toby, not me, for that one. Let's do fall off at 1, and then we do lighting at about 500, right? And then we can do a custom distance 20, 30. We start getting bits illuminated here. If we want, we can illuminate more over this side so it looks spooky on this side. Or, I just realized we can bring all those lights, because they're all connected to each other. So they should have the same properties. You can move them more up near the top, and then more over to this side or this side, depending. So this side is a little bit more spookier. And if I go ahead and look at that now in first person. Are you now going to play Cataclysm? No, Joel, I'm not. These are Immersiontale streams only. Damon says, "Hey Dave, sorry for distracting you, but is the HG cell sound worth the purchase?" Oh, I honestly don't know. I don't have it myself. I looked at it previously, but it's the weird IBO looking arm that put me off it. It looks like a cool one, but maybe get the one of it where it's not the cell sound, you know, where it's the a proper suit. Just checking this out. Right, it doesn't look too bad there. Yeah, Joel, if you were expecting anything other than Immersiontale, then I'm not going to. It's just Immersiontale only. It always has been. Like, literally, these streams are, I'm not like being nasty or anything. These streams are always only Immersiontale. Like, that's what they're for, is developing a 3D movie. I'm not going to be streaming anything else or switching over to that. Right, let's see. I just like go here and then just go like that. God damn, some of this stuff is a mess because of me using tries. If I turn some of those tries into quads, that's at least a little bit better. The funny thing is, I said ages ago that you should never use tries because of it being bad, and then I've like gone ahead and used tries. But that's only primarily because of the way that I'm doing it here. It's not too bad. It's not kind of a case of one rule for one and one for the other. It's more like this is a certain case where I can actually use them. It's not a bad way to do things, but it could be better. Bam. Like the idea here is that I can camouflage the both ends of the area, and then make it so that you don't see the tries outside of this one specific area. Can we just like smooth that out just a little bit? There we go, that's not bad. Like, there's jaggies and everything, but I really don't want super jaggies, because that's just bad. That's just bad topology from tries here. Wait, can I just smooth verts there? Smooth again. Hopefully that'll be fine. No. The idea is not to just like have crazy ones all over the place, but just it'll look kind of okay. That's pretty big now. We've got like a very large area to mess around in. And we can have Muffet be in the center. The idea is this will kind of mimic the same sort of height you would get in game. And then what we can do here, if we want, is I can import the FBX for the rock template that I had. I think it's that one. There we go. We can import that, and that'll be the rock door, the surround for it, and then we can use it on both sides. So we can do like, where is it? Like this. We can just go 90, right? And the idea is to seal this up like we did on the exterior version. So I have this kind of thing going on. And then it'll just look more natural than anything else. And then I can just also clip the floor there. If I do, excuse me, if I do that and clip the floor, then it'll just camouflage it really well. Like we do that there. And then move this, or these couple of verts out of the way. We'll move the giant door. We'll do the same over the other side as well. So I want this area to be like absolutely full of cobwebs if I can, and we're just gonna hide this here. Do not tell anyone about how much of a mess this area is, or the fact that I'm hiding polygons. Totally fine. It's not like everybody else does it at all, and you just don't hear about it. It's totally fine. There is no big deal. David's just gonna tell everyone, no! No! But yeah, no, everyone does that, and like... I'm gonna leave now. See you, Joe. Yeah, it's one of those things where everybody tries to get creative with how they edit stuff. It's like here now. I gotta edit that one, I believe. No. Okay. Dave's cheating. So what this cheat actually will do for me, if you want to specifically know. Hopefully Naughty Dog doesn't do you dirty. So what's gonna happen here, and I'll tell you exactly why I've done this, is because of it's mainly to do with just how messed up the roof is here. So if we, because I've used tries cause a lot of problems just with geometry in general, and what I'm trying to do here is just camouflage those problems, because then I can go back to using quads, which are a lot easier, and I can use the lower poly stuff for outside, so we don't actually see any of the cheats. Basically, it's sleight of hand. It's sleight of hand, but with 3D. So, like for instance, here now, I just need that over the door, right? Because then this is gonna blend with the exterior, because the exterior has this same mesh used from a different angle. So the idea is if I just like lower the door enough here. Like that, right? We're just more or less going like, oh, see this? See this? It's no big deal. No big deal. It's not as if there's a problem there, you know. Let's do that. Try and make this look a little bit more natural on both sides. Oh. But yeah, the idea is that you've seen me before do like doorways and other things, and just do it a lot cleaner. But because I can't get that clean in here because of me doing it this way to try and get more detail in the rock formations, or at least make them look more interesting, the idea is going to be that all of those details, like for instance, look at this. The amount of polygons that I have here in a doorway is ridiculous. If I was to continue those polygons on into the level, it'd just be stupid details for the sake of it. So what we do is we throw in that doorway there like that, and then what's gonna happen is on the other side, then I can recover from it essentially and use the correct way of doing things so it doesn't look as stupid. Honestly, it's looking like a great rock texture. It's cool when used like this, and then you combine that with its own like rock texture on top of it, which I will be doing from Hotland, because we'll be bringing the Hotland assets back in here. What I need to do now, because this exits, is I need to duplicate this as linked, and then convert the origin. Oh crap. And then what we can do here is just rotate that 180, so it looks natural. And then when we go out the other side is going to have the opera from Final Fantasy VI in it. And we're going to see that in all its glory, but I just need to have some sort of like clean exit. So the idea here is like where all these meet. I'll show you in a moment what I mean properly instead of just like yapping. So we do that, right? And then we clean this up just a little bit to hide this stuff. And then I'll show you like the easiest way to explain this. There we go, right? So the idea is that's going to go out into Hotland again. And we're going to see that later on. But the easiest way of describing it would be if I just got this and I just went cube, right? And then we bring the cube back. It's about here. Right? Now the idea is that I'm going to be making platforms and hooking the rest of Hotland up here beyond this point, and I want it to be that kind of clean again. all these wires, if I wanted to continue those, all these points that I've got here, all these individual points, if I just select them all, that is way too complicated. Like, it doesn't need to be that complicated for the rest of this, because if I do that, like, see, too many wires doesn't need to be there. So what I'm doing, essentially, is just covering that doorway and being like, you know what? If I just do this, and then merge that in decently enough there, then hopefully you shouldn't see the sleight of hand change, and it just goes to being clean again. That way, we save a lot of polygons, a lot of hassle, and the sleight of hand trick works. But, interestingly enough, there are things that don't work like that if I was doing it for like a video game engine. Sometimes it won't work like that. But we're on about more older game engines at that point. Like, for instance, with like Halo, with the original Halo engine, you couldn't do it like this. Essentially, Halo 1's original engine, and the one that runs Halo 1, 2, and 3, it doesn't run like this. Like, the craziest thing for me when I originally started modding and doing video game content online was I worked with Halo for years. And something as simple as just turning around and being like, bam, there you go, there's a doorway like that, right? Something that simple you couldn't do in Halo 1's engine. And essentially it's because everything had to be linked together. So if you, for instance, built a level and you wanted it all to work, you'd have to build it all very precisely and then link it all to a box, which would work as like a sky. The box would actually just project the sky on it. So, like, for instance, you'd get like a cube here, right? And if you made that cube, say like this size, then the sky would be projected onto that, but your entire level would have to be inside of that box, be scaled, and there would have to be 0 errors with it when it comes to modeling. And if you were a first-time modeler or you were really early at learning modeling, it was a pain, a right pain. So instead, you could like work out really interesting ways of getting around that. Like, for instance, you could have that as a scenery piece, because scenery can have their own geometry, and then you can just slap it in there, but there's a limit to how much scenery you can have. Or alternatively, you can just do this thing that I ended up doing for a lot of things, which is you do the Lego sort of approach, where you still have everything be on scene, but you have it so it's only just touching, and it has to be like, we're talking like not even millimeters, it's like pixels away from each other, so it's all camouflage, so it just works. It's it was brutal using Halo 1's engine. What we're going to do here is we're going to take some of the stuff from Hotland and we're going to bring it in. So we'll do like, if I go to Hotland here, and I bring in the upper floor and some of the surroundings, we should be good. But to do that, we're going to bring in the cave and everything else. So we don't need the core. And I don't think we're going to need that. So we can get rid of like MTT and stuff here. Although maybe not that, but I can have like the other stuff. I better make sure I save as incremental. Actually, save as Hotland gutted. Because that's literally what I'm doing. I'm gutting my own creation to try and make other things work here. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of do this thing. where we just gut the entire bottom floor. Because what we need is everything in front over here. So as long as I'm not seeing, like, behind, we're fine. I can get rid of this kind of stuff. And I can get rid of the downstairs floor here. Oh. Oh. Can I keep those lights, please? Kinda need them. But yeah, we're just gutting this like mad now so we can keep the textures and everything, but everything else gotta go. Why is that? I'm just wondering why it's selecting certain pieces here. Maybe it's because of where it's at. Huh. Just realized I might have to make the geometry node here again, but I'm not too sure. I do that. Let me just go. So many rocks, indeed. There are a massive amount of rocks in Heartland. A lot of that stuff is not going to be used. It's why I ended up going 2D for quite a lot of it, because there are literally so many polygons here when it comes to this area. It's just like, dude, seriously? I don't think we're gonna see these. The idea is to try and emulate this from the doorway, so it looks like you've never left, but you have. Right. Now all I need to do really is keep the rock threads on, but get rid of the rest of this. So I need. What's that? Oh, those are the moving lights that I've got, plus Frisk, and a bunch of other stuff. Can I just like take that and just yeet the entire thing? The funny thing is, I'm gonna have to do this again in multiple locations because I'm gonna need the exterior for the interior of the cafe. When we're in MTT Resort, you actually look out over Heartland. So essentially, I'm gonna have to like go and mess around with MTT Resort again and give it an actual interior, of which I could probably do. Oh, sorry, I've got to give the interior and exterior. I could probably do that if I just take like images of it. I think I might be able to do that now. Actually, that'd be pretty cool. The amount of details that I've got to keep track of here, though, is insane. Wait, so if I do this... Ah, crap. Can't do that because of that. Right, so we've got all of this to mess around with. Right. And the reason why we've kept some of this other stuff low is primarily because we still see it when we come out of the resort. Not the resort, sorry, when we come out of Muffets. I think we still see that, so I've got to keep that stuff, but get rid of others. That should be all of the stuff, hopefully, that we see outside of, like, the roof. Wait a minute. that moment, we've got all those little details that I've made for Hotland here, just like floating in midair, and I'm like, no, gotta get rid. And I just realized we're getting very close to the section that I can't play here on the playlist. Where was it? Because this is Freedom to be Flawed. And then after it is the Core remix or Hotland remix? Where was it? Freedom to be Flawed. Where are we at? Medium, that was it. So we'll just go there. Then if I just do unhide, and we just go, let's see, that's going to get seen, so that needs to be kept. Those don't need to be there, but I might need the light there to kind of emulate it. So that can stay there. That can go, that can go. The light can stay there. Okay, that can stay. Maybe the lava flow there can stay. That doesn't need to be there. That can be there. Everything else over here can go. Apart from the actual lighting. Because the way that this works is that it emulates the lighting in the previous scene, so it makes the transition just seem all that more natural. So now we don't have that much left. I can just do that, and that should be one of the few things that we see here. Hang on, if I just... Where's the resort? I need to make sure that... Ah, there we go. So the idea now is that because this lighting is the same, more or less, outside of having to add the opera at the end here, we should just see all of this stuff, and then I just realized I don't have the floor. I've deleted the floor by accident. It's fine. I can deal with that. I can add it back in. That moment where I've deleted the floor for the lava. What were we starting? No, it was the lava style cover that I got there, because when you think about it, because of how far that goes out there, you're gonna need to see down for that transition. And we're going to be seeing that there. So it's like... We're not going to be seeing back there. That door is deliberately closed now and left like that. But we'll ignore this platform here as well. It's not going to be in the final. And then what I might do is I might also make this platform just a little bit shorter as we come out of here. And just cheat it. Because we need to put the entire Final Fantasy area here, basically. Which might be a little bit crazy. But I can always cheat it if I need to. What I need to do here as well is change that to not auto smooth. Auto smooth is terrible for this. What I need to do is go smooth by angle. That should work. There we go. Makes everything flat then and doesn't make it look as though it's made out of jelly. Because it was all shiny and everything. It shouldn't be. Right, and then, like for instance, we can get rid of all of this. All these files that don't have anything in, we can just get rid of. And then what we will do is copy the other stuff back in. Get rid of Frisk, get rid of the reference planes, get rid of the kitchen, right? Then we don't need Waterfall or Waterfall's final hall, so we can just delete. Oh, no, maybe we do. Maybe we do. I just delete that. Delete that. That moment where Waterfall's final tunnel area is like, no, you need me. I'm sorry. I didn't want to delete you. Read. Well, can I just delete that? Yes, we can. Right, so that is the exit there. So then, after doing all of that, then we can just file Ocean, I think it was? Ocean? No, I didn't want the... I did not want the sides of the cave to be the ocean. Scorch earth it all, says John. I did not want the sides of the cave there to be the ocean, so we got lava plane again. And then we just go ocean. Right, and then we need that to be like maybe 4 or 3. And then repeat 7 times, I think it was, or something stupid. Or was it 20? It was something crazy. I'm just going to open up another file just to see the settings. It's a good job you can open multiple Blender windows here. I'm just gutting the file here. Okay, there we go. So it's 10 by 3. So it's 10 by 3, and then depth 20 size. I think what I've done here is I've just gone geometry and just done this. Which is fair. And then depth is 20. Looking like a mushroom indeed. The timer is frame 50. And the reason for this, hashtag frame/50, that gives it an ocean property to it that keeps going every single frame. I'll show you in a moment. Size 1, 5096. Size 1, 5096. From Random Seed. John. Right, then for the waves here. Scale is 0.5. 0.5, 0.111, and then 30, right? 0.01. Yeah. And then for the lava plane texture, it's just lava material. If I just get rid of that for a moment, and then just go lava material. There we go. That should technically save us from that problem now. And then what I can do here is just save that as that. We can, anything that we've not used at the moment, we need to get rid of. So we can just get rid of all of that, all the previous files and everything, and assets that we're not using. They no longer are in here. Anything that we're not using is gone. So I'm not like wasting materials or creating copies for no reason, right? And then we can have a laugh. I just realized I don't need the giant rock that was in there. Oh, no. Right, one, I need to save this like this, right? And then we can go hotline gutted. And we can take all of this and put it in a new collection because we need it. So it's gutted. Right? And then for this, I suppose I can take it later on. The idea now is everything is in the gutted file. So then when I do this, I go scene import, I can just go append Blender files, gutted, collection, And then where's gutted? The gutted. And then we should get everything there. There we go. And then we just got view, end. Right. Ooh. What the heck is not showing there? Rocks. Oh, I see. It's the spiderweb tool. Okay. Bam. There we go. Web bridge. Struts. We don't have any of those. Okay. Get rid of them. That can all go. And then if I go to the top here. What the heck is that? I have no clue what that file is. Should be able to grab everything in the gutted file though if I just select objects. Let's make sure this is in the correct place. And then we can just... Oh wait, I need that. That needs to be in the correct place at the correct time. Oh. I just move this around here, we should be good. I think it's there. And then... There you go, that's roughly about right. And then I can just get rid of that. Oh. Cave geometry, characters and scenery there, and lighting. We'll select objects. And then I just do that. And if I go to modeling, I should be able to get rid of anything else normally. The idea now is that with this being set up like this, there we go, that should be... I see which way that is. It's the opposite direction. That's kind of confusing. This needs to be the opposite way around, so we just go mirror and X. Right? And then we just go... There we go. And then when that comes out there, we're going to see whatever's past here, which is going to have to be bigger. Like with this now, I'm going to have to move these areas. Just so it makes sense. Oh, I see there's a bit there that I missed. So this is gonna look like it's that big from over there when it's not. If I need to get an idea of scale of this because I know it keeps going here, which it should do. So where's the other file? What's the viewing distance on the other file? 999, okay. Oh, 99999. I do that as that. There we go, so that lighting is pretty much 1-to-1. So there we go. We got it kind of set up at the moment. That's how we cheat it. Especially because if we do the transition from outside, that shouldn't look any different. Because if we just go, we do this, we should have all of the same materials and everything. If I just go like that. See, now it looks like the rest of Hotland would still be there. And obviously because we have the same materials as well, we can now use those. So with Hotland we had Rock 4, I believe. Right? This is just part of getting this to look like it's still part of the previous level, because otherwise I'd be spending way too many polygons in these areas. I'm just going to check the asset previously that we used on the other one and see whether that's correct. Yeah, it's Rock Doll 4 for that. Thank you very much, David. So what we can do here is we can just take all of this, right? And then we just go File, and then UV Cube. Now that's going to look how it should do. Now the only way someone's going to tell while watching that is not part of the same scenery at the moment, the only way they're going to tell is for the simple fact of the door doesn't get clipped on the outside. Like, on the outside, the bottom of the door does not get clipped. Whereas this one does. Just to make up for the edges there that are going to be showing. Right? So, that's the only way somebody's going to tell. But if I have it be dark enough, then it doesn't really matter. Plus, it's a sleight of hand thing. It's one of those whole things where even if like somebody notices that, it's no big deal. As long as what takes place in the room is fun and it's not too crazy, well then it doesn't really matter. What matters more is that the background is exactly the same for that area. And even though, yeah, I could have taken a picture and put that there, there's nothing better than 3D depth. So it's better having like a snapshot, a very curated area like that, which has the exact same lighting and textures and everything. It's better having that than not having it. No, because the way that the bitmap version would look, if I took like a picture and used that, it would look awkward from different angles. So you've got to be really sort of like it's used in certain instances and you can't really use it in other ones. It's so good I want to hug this John. So what we're going to do is do this, and then we're going to make this 30 frames per second, right? And then for this next bit, we're going to go into animation, right? And we're going to make the door glow. And the door glows. I will give you a hug, John. I will give you a hug. We're going to make the door glow. I think I might need to make... Do I need to make the... No, I don't. As you can see there, that's a little snippet of what I've been up to. The the lava actually falls, but it just looks better in the final version. So as you can see, it's clipping on the outside, but that doesn't matter. What does matter though is we need the textures to be exactly the same. This one has an animation to it, the green bits, of which it does like every 40 seconds, I think it is, something. It glows. It's like a slow pulsing glow. So now I've got to go find that in the other one. Open it in animation. And then, yeah, what it does is it strength goes up and down indefinitely. Like it's breathing, yeah. It goes up and down every couple of frames. It goes from 10 to like 1 and then goes back up again. So it's like, it's every 40 frames. So what we do is we go green door glow, right? We get rid of the annotations because we don't need those anymore. We can just note delete channel there, right? The idea is that this should be 10 at the beginning. And then at number 40, 250, sorry. At number 40, that's when it's 1. So you can see there it's glowing. And then at 80 again. We'll bring that back. Right. And then what we can do here to make that infinite, we can go to the graph editor. Take that there. And run this as a modifier. So we can just go shaded node tree. Default value. Right, I should be able to just... Where's the filters? Because I can mess around with this normally. There we go. Let's do that. Right, and then we go modifiers, modifier, cycles. And the idea is cycles just makes it repeat that thing infinitely without you actually having to do it by hand. So as you can see there, now it's breathing. And as long as there's animation frames, it will keep doing that indefinitely. So that now keeps consistency with the previous part. So now we can see that doing that. And from the other side, with the lava in the background as well. Right, so save that. And then we go ahead and do the interior here. So we're going to do rock 4. Rock 4. Right. And then look, oh my god. So this is what happens when you slap a texture on something and it does not have any UV mapping whatsoever. UV mapping essentially is a, for those who don't know and who want an actual like lesson a little bit in 3D, or at least want to know a little bit more about 3D. UV unwrapping or mapping is the process of taking a texture, putting it on a 3D object and saying, look, do me a favor, look correct. In this case, we want it to tile all over this surface. But as you can see, because of us messing around with all the tries and everything before, and because it has no data currently, it's just stretched all over the place. This is what you'll see in like video games when they have stretched textures. It's because the texture isn't mapped to faces correctly, so it just stretches in a really ugly way. You can see it here, it's trying to do it everywhere. It's been a while since I've seen texture warping that bad. So yeah, and then what we can do is, like, for instance, we can just go cube. And cube fixes it a little bit. But what ends up happening with cube is that we can start seeing seams depending on where we are. But it does fix quite a lot really lazily. So then what I can do here is, for cube, we can change the cube size. Why did you make the walls out of Cadbury flake? I didn't intend to. So the idea is by changing the size of this, we're going to actively see the rocks get more detail in them. We don't want it to tile too much, but we do want the floor and walls to look a decent scale in terms of the rocks. So for instance, like in here, we might want the rocks to look a little bit tinier. And then when we put the light on, you can see the rock formations looking a little bit more realistic now. Right? The floor's the only thing that doesn't. Now the floor in the other map, I believe, might be a different texture. We'll just look at that, because I'll make the floor a different texture. And then I'll throw spiderwebs all over it. I'll literally just like put a layer of spiderwebs on it. So for EX1, which is the one that I was using previously to show you the entire level, and that's the one that we'll be using for the exterior on the lower floors. The lower floor. This is Saroba's theme. Yeah, so we're on Hotland Rock 2 here. And Rock 2 is going to be used for the entire floor, just to keep theme here. Oh, so what we'll do here is do this. This selects the entire floor. And then if we do Hotland Rock 2, and then assign, what that does is it just gives us the different texture for the floor. Just slightly different. And then what I can do here is do cube, and then we'll just bring it all the way down so that the texture is repeated a lot, yeah. But the floor needs that. It needs that slight bit more repetition. It's going to be camouflaged by darkness anyway, so it's not too bad. And as you can see here, we got this crazy darkness to it. Damon says, gotta head to bed. Hope you have a fun rest of your night. Thank you very much, Damon. So what we're going to do as well is we'll be having a laugh and getting the geometry nodes back. Do we actually have those? Smooth angle. Sharp. No. Rock. No, we don't. Hope the beans don't. So the last thing I'm going to be doing here for tonight's stream to get this set up is I'm going to be getting back the rock formations. And we're going to do that by going 1, and hopefully what I can do here is just take the rock formation that we made plus the extra one and just get the information from it. So it uses rock 4, right? And the other one uses a 2D plane. So what we're after here is this. I think this is the geometry node. Yes, it is. So what we need is all of this, apart from the object info, because that'll just mess up everything. What we're doing here is telling it we want these exact things that we've done before, and then we just go scenery, lighting, gutted, scenery. We just make sure that I've got, if not the other stuff over here, then I can just make it again. Yeah, I can just make it again. So we just go scenery. There's the giant door. The empties? Oh, those are the references. The file, new reference. Those are all the references for today. Move those. At least I think they were. 1, 2. Yes, they were. So move that reference folder. Absolutely love the theme here. It's so good. Absolutely love Saroba's theme. The fun thing about this is we'll be able to throw in the webs and stuff next time. What we'll be doing here is going to new scene and then doing spiky rocks. Right, and then we just go add mesh plane. 2D rocks. We'll be using a mixture of these and the 3D ones to try and get more frames here. So we'll do like stats. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then we can go modeling. 2D. We don't have any of that, so we do rock. Okay, let's just make a new one. So 2D rock material. And then we can just go file, image, hotline textures, 2D rock, of which then we have this. And this is literally what they call an alpha, or rather an alpha texture. I'm going to go ahead and mess around with this, and I'm going to make it so it looks exactly the same as the previous one. So on an alpha texture, anything, I think I've mentioned this before, but anything that's in black gets left out. So we got the spire, we got the alpha, and then everything should be alpha clip for the texture here. Alpha clip, alpha clip. Everything else should be fine. The metallic and roughness. Metallic is 0.5, roughness is 0.8. It's just to make it look a little bit darker. And then for this, we can just go file, close area, close area. If I find that again real quick, where is it? I'm trying to find that so I can show you. With this here, I hope you're keeping up with this, John. There's going to be a pop quiz later on. Always trying to find it now. There it is. What this does now is because this has a black background, if I take the alpha and I plug that in, that goes see-through. Then we take the options, we go origins. We move the origin to the base point there. The reason why we do that is because when we put that on a plane, it's going to be projected from there. So we need it to look like it's sticking out the floor. We'll rotate it to 90. Make it bigger. And then put that there. Stick that there for the time being. Right, and then we can do file, 2D Geo node. And then with the Geo node, we can go to file, geometry nodes, new. What this is going to do is this is going to build the rocks for us, the 2D ones. What we're going to do is take this and just go paste. This is the exact setup for the previous one. The instance is going to be the object. In this case, that object is the 2D rocks. Bam, there we go. Now I just need them facing the correct way, which should be the y-axis. And then there we go, we've got our 2D rocks that we can place in the exact same manner as the previous file. And then all we have to do is make the 3D rocks, which was the 2D ones. These ones we can have this. And for these, we're going to use these in areas where we were not going to see them that much. Or like, they're going to get lit up like that. The idea is we're going to make them look as 3D as possible without them actually being 3D. And we're also going to take the model for the previous one, and we'll use that. So like, for instance, if I just go File, Export, can I just export selected here? FBX, then Hotland Textures, selected object. Just mesh. And then just do that as Hotland Low Poly Rock. Export. Go to Muffets Encounter here. And go File, Spiky Rocks, File Import. FBX, Hotland Low Poly Rock. How many frisks can you fit in a bag? Depends how big the bag is. Sounds terrible when I say it like that, but as you can see, we got this here. This is the 3D version of the rock, which we'll put over here. Right, that's pretty low poly, which is good because we need it like that. And this is going to be Hotland Rock Geo Material. And then we can fit some of those in here. No, John. Right, then what we're going to do is take the same geometry node setup. We're going to do 3D rock, Geo Rocks. What is it? 3D Geo Node Rocks. And then go to Geometry Node. Right, and then we're just going to make sure that that one is called 2D Rocks. Right, and then we just go bam, and then we do 3D Rocks. And then what we can do here is take off that and do sharp point. And then we can go ahead, do that by that, and then just make sure that the origin is lower. Right? And then there we go, we've got the base of this area set up. I just need a lot of rocks, a lot of spiderwebs, some slight materials to make it look like there's there's a little bit of a homely feeling. It's either that or it may end up as just a load of tables and other things in the way with loads of cobwebs and everything. I feel like that's how it's going at the moment. But at least it's not looking too bad, and even if I wanted to like really fade out, that's looking pretty nice. I could do like a small area in the middle that's like Muffet's parlor, and then do this kind of thing. But I feel like if I have the shading like this, then sure, you can't see where it goes, but at least this is better because you can see more of what's going on. Because in the dark, it's awkward to see things. And sure, I'm gonna have to add like light in the bottom here, and maybe light from the door as well. And that'd be cool, having light coming off there. But I need to be very careful with light in this area because it's a thing that's played with. Like, I need to have Muffet somehow come out of the void in here, so maybe you can have the scene actually change in terms of background strength at certain times. So it looks like a void at the beginning, and then it kind of turns into this one where you can see everything a little bit better. But we'll have to see, because I've got to play with lighting quite a lot in this. The void knows all, says John. Praise the void. What I'm going to do here is at least try and do different lighting here, because I want to. Ooh. Want to try and add light to that door. So, like, for instance, dude, I swear my lights are going here or something. Here's where it just like all gets deleted now, like the power just goes off. Do 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 do. Asgore's theme. Do 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 do. I like the oh yeah, no, I'm saving this just in case. I swear, man, my power's about to go. I think. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this quickly. Here's where the power actually does go. Ho ho, the green door, indeed. Like, this is nuts because I can see like the lights flickering in the background, and it's just like nope, nope, nope. Nope, it's just... Just gonna get some, I just realized I'm gonna have to, make the door pulse as well. The light's gonna have to pulse from that. That's gonna be interesting. At least down here, that gives us a little bit of room to play with. Just seeing that, and I'll just... Because I need to bring Muffet in, scale her, and then I need to scale her pet as well. Because her pet is that giant donut thing that crawls around. That's going to be crazy. Just do this for the moment. That's not actually too bad. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna save it there. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. I shall see you on the next stream. Thank you very much for your company and your input. And yeah, see you on the next one. Bye!